What's up, everybody? I know I've been kind of absent making videos lately, but for whatever reason, it's just been kind of a stressful time. In all seriousness, I hope y'all are doing well, fighting the good fight through all this, and telling all the ones you love that you love them and you're there for them, and we're all in this together. But I recently sold my Specialized Enduro. Me and that bike went way back, and it got me a lot of beautiful places. You will be missed. On that, obviously, I'm going to need a bike to ride. I feel so naked not owning a mountain bike. My hand anyway, I couldn't really be doing much mountain biking. I am so excited. My bike is on its way here today because I sent my lovely girlfriend Leslie to go pick it up for me. What I wanted to show you guys, a package just came in, and I've never owned a new bike, so I'm really excited to feel like new suspension. But also, I've never owned a new one of these either. Inside that box is more boxes. Ooh, bags and paper. I'm recyclable. An even smaller box in the box. Back in there, but for the sake of the video. So, I went ahead and bought the internal routed Rainier. Okay, so we are pretty much all wrapped up with the bike after a wonderful dinner break, thanks to my mom. Been trying to spend a lot more time with our families lately, given all the circumstances. It's just nice to be in that kind of positive environment that only your family can provide. So thank you so much to my mom, my dad, and Leslie for helping me put this beast together, but it is pretty much done. A couple things about the bike. One, it's gorgeous. I was looking at it online. I was like kind of nervous. Like, you look like you're really spread out on it. It's a lot of bike. While my Enduro, it was like on the smaller end of a medium. I was thinking this bike was going to be the other way around, and that's really not the case at all. You're really in on it. It feels a lot smaller than it is. I've never ridden even a 27.5 wheel bike, let alone a 29er. I don't think that's going to be the big learning curve for me. The hardest thing for me to get used to is going to be the geometry of the bike. I am seriously struggling to get either wheel off the ground on this thing. That being said, we can just tell it's gonna plow through like anything. The suspension feels awesome. Only ridden it up and down the street a couple times, but I always wondered how I was gonna pedal this thing up a hill. The rebound adjustment and everything like that is pretty impressive, but I've also never ridden brand new suspension. Maybe that's just the norm, but I can see how you can get this thing up a hill now. It's comfortable to pedal on. You don't feel like you're pedaling a downhill bike, which it totally looks like a downhill bike. I will definitely keep you guys posted on its trail attitude, how it takes the dirt. Today is gonna be day one on the Clash. We got a little gang together. We're heading down to Pueblo. Another beautiful weekend, so we're pumped on that, but it's still a little chilly here in the spring, so we are heading south, hunting the heat.
I see why they call it Stonehenge. Whoa, what the fuck? Yo!
This is awesome.
I'm so glad we stopped.
Yeah.
Ah! There's my contribution. Whoa! Ah! Woo! Yes, that was rad. Woo! Woo! Oh God, that was terrifying. Oh God, where do we go? There it is. Thank God I wasn't still on my 26s. I'd have been up to my neck right there. Got back into the Springs from Pueblo. As you saw, it was a absolutely killer day on the trails, new bike or not. Had a great crew, real positive attitudes, just a lot of fun stuff. So let's get onto the bike. It performs amazing, like more than I expected of it, honestly. I don't know if it's because I jumped to a larger wheel size. That obviously makes a big difference. The geometry of the bike feels really nice. I thought it was going to be a learning curve, but once I actually got out there and started moving around on it, it almost came naturally. I think it's probably because it has a similar geometry to my enduro bike. This bike doesn't really have like a niche, or I guess you could say it's its own niche. It's not quite an enduro, it's not quite a free ride bike, but it's like right in between. So I like to go up hills as much as I like to go down them. From what I was reading about the bike, a lot of people didn't have much to say about its ability to go up a hill. That made me really nervous. I didn't want to get on a bike that I was just gonna have to lug around up a hill. It did well. It really did well. Like if you're comparing it to like a Specialized Epic or something, obviously it's gonna get smoked. But as far as my expectations go, and I ride all over this state, big mountain kind of enduro style riding, it rode great. It really did. It rode awesome. Spec'd really well for how low of a price range this bike is. It's a 2019 and got it brand new, so I got it on discount that way. But also the bike itself, you buy it without the dropper, no pedals, and it's spec. It's a really, really affordable bike if you want something that you can just beat on and still have it say thank you. While on a tight budget, this bike is for you. The suspension handle's amazing. It's not quite a lockout. It rides like it, honestly. You lock them up and it climbs really well. Like it grabs the ground really well on the back end. Doesn't chatter your teeth out because there's still a little bit of give. Yari on the front, RockShox Yari, and then a RockShox Super Deluxe on the back. The one thing I do not care for, and I've actually already ordered it, I knew I needed to replace this just from like riding around in a parking lot, was the rear hub. They're Formula hubs. I don't know the specific model. I'm assuming like the very, very bottom end because, you know, it's to be expected. It's the price range that this bike is in. I think I was spoiled a little bit coming from an Enduro Pro. I didn't know what I had. I've never bought a new bike. I always bought used with like higher end components. It's really bad engagement. Because of that lack of engagement, I know at some point during this season I would have taken my knees straight to my handlebars from skipping out a couple times. Might bust a couple chains even, screw around with like some trial stuff as well. That just wouldn't do it. So I've already got on order just a rear hub, but it is a Hope Pro 4 in chrome purple. I'm gonna do like a purple theme. Yeah, it's not a super high engagement hub, but I guess it's bomb proof, and that's really what my top priority was. I wasn't sure about the 30mm rise bars. Now I see why they put them on there. Get you a little bit further back. So yeah, absolutely love the bike. We're gonna do great things together, ride and see great things together. Thanks to Clark and Joe and Jackson for rolling with me today, and thank you to Austin and Eddie for hooking me up with the killer pedals. Already got little nicks on them, and that really bums me out. The P&W Rainier 2nd gen post is amazing. It's not like a gunshot straight up, you know, notoriously reliable. Love the dropper post, absolutely love it. Overall, great bike, great purchase.